All right, welcome to another episode of Soto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. I'm still over here. I just decided to continue recording. I took a little bathroom break. And, this bird's coming along pretty good, doesn't he? And, oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to go ahead and continue getting rid of anything that doesn't have oxygen or melee. I don't need it. So like this one, I'll take the saddle off of this one. You know what I mean? Take the meat, take the saddle. That has melee. That has oxygen. This one doesn't have it, so take the meat and the saddle off of it. Alright, so let me do this. Oxygen. This doesn't have melee. This doesn't have melee. Oh, I forgot to take the meat out of it. Oh, shit. Yeah, in this consolidation, I'm not keeping the originals because there's a method where you mutate them. And you go ahead and you have to have the original parent of the original characteristic you want to mutate. And you get several points with it, but you have to have element. And you have to go over there. That map doesn't even exist right now. So that's why I don't worry about it too much. Let's see. Let's put this in here. Probably come in handy. Yeah, as long as there's space, I should fill that thing up because I came in here and all the meat was gone. All of it was gone. And then, let's see. Let's do this. Okay, alright, that's almost full. That's good. Alright. So I didn't take the meat out of this thing. Alright, so that's gonna die. This one's gonna die. Has oxygen. This one's gonna die. Wait food. Stamina wait food doesn't have oxygen or melee. So, gotta go too. Just need oxygen and melee. Health, no. No, baby, get over there. You guys picked the worst time for me to give you the massage or whatever. Alright, so let's put this away. Trying to fill up that trough. I swear, when all the meat was gone in the trough, I was like, shit, maybe I lost some of the babies. But they survived. They just, because I put meat on them as well as they get to connect to the trough. So even if the trough goes dark, it goes empty, they still have a chance to, do stuff. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that egg. Eggs are heavy, so it looks like the corpse has disappeared. That's cool. All right, so let's see if I can continue this process. Let's start a video. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is Papa Laka IRL. I don't know. It says my 9 to 5 terminated every worker. Let's see.
What's up, man? This is Papa back with y'all. I'm headed to work right now, and I just wanted to make a quick little video, or just talking about the updates on my job. And just to tell you, the job is still a joke. I'm not taking that back, because the fact that they out here are taking me as a joke, and other people, they fired everybody. Like, literally, people got jobs, they got kids, they got lives, and you got rid of those people and saying I could have been a part of it. I'm like, bruh, that's OD. It's just crazy, the fact that they want to get rid of us and try to ruin us just for the fact that what we're going through is not their problem. But let me just be even shorter with it, man. I go to my job, it take me 30, 40 minutes, right? 30 to 40 minutes. And driving that 30, 40 minutes is not fun at all. It's dead. Because some of us come far as hell, gotta go through traffic, and then still gotta go deal with hella people problems, and then be stressed out coming to work. Maybe not, but that job just can ruin your whole mood, and that's the job I'm at. It's just a mood changer, it seems like. And I do got my truck, so I'm like, I do like my truck, so I want to keep having good things. So that's the only reason why I keep working. I'm like, man, the only way I can make money is if I keep working and never give up. Because if you stop, you will become homeless. That's how it works. You will literally become homeless. And it's not cool trying to live that life of not having money. And I'm on the verge of that. I'm very close to not having money. But like I said, how the manager's allowing someone to just simply flirt with me, and he's not even worried about it. Like, bro, we shouldn't have that in the work. I got employees wanting to fight me, and then we actually do fight. It's like, bro, I don't got time for people making empty threats. We're getting paid the bare minimum to do the most. That's the thing they don't understand. They're paying us the bare minimum to do all the work. They be saying, oh, I got so much work, I got this and that and that. I'm like, you're the manager, right? You're supposed to do all that. You're not supposed to add extra tasks for me that is not my job. That doesn't make no sense. Like, if you knew, we're in Arizona. This is a hot state, man. I'm not playing. Like, it is hot as hell to be cleaning cars, delivering customers, and then getting them into the cars, selling them. That's like, that's a lot of work. And then all I'm making is $15 an hour. $15 an hour. I just did Instacart yesterday and Uber, and I made literally, I think, in $20 an hour. Because people be tipping and they actually are cool. It seems like I got good customer service. It's just, I don't like to put my efforts towards a job that don't care about me. That's why I'm like, bro, I'll keep coming late. The day they just say, hey, Keandre, just leave. Just get out of here. I'm like, okay, fine. But that's the only reason why I stay, because it's no reason to just quit so quickly, Because if you're just giving up and quitting, they win. That's the thing. You can't let them win, because that's how this world works. They want to bring you down. It works like a triangle. The triangle goes together, and it shows that whoever's at the very top is at the very best. A lot of us are at the very bottom working for the very top. And a lot of these jobs don't understand that. Like, it's very stressful doing all this and coming to this job. Like, that's why I asked, y'all let me know down in the comments or something. What better job should I try? Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not feeling this job. I'm a salesman. And I've worked salesman for like 3 years now. It's been 3 whole years. But the thing is, man, to get to the point of this is when you notice a job is kicking a lot of people out and cutting it bare minimum short to where it's dangerously short, like short. Like if they lose one more person, oh, it's going to be a lot more work on them. That's why they probably ain't fired me, because they make me do everything. And it's not even make me, I have to say no. But the fact is, I don't like to just not work, not get things done and not be hard worker. But the fact that they can be like, nah, we can clip you. And that's why I don't put my 2 weeks in. If I find another job, I'm not putting my 2 weeks in. I'm leaving. Because these jobs, they can fire you within 2 weeks. They don't have to keep you. And that's another thing. They don't teach us all this. They don't be like, hey, you can put your 2 weeks in, but we can fire you at any moment, any second. And that's the wild thing. It's like, bruh, why ruin my life for yours? Just to have a better life. And it doesn't make sense, y'all. But I was just curious. Y'all working a 9 to 5, and how's that going? Because my 9 to 5 ain't no 9 to 5. It's more of a 8 to 5 or 7 to 5. My bad. I wake up early as fuck, so it's 7 to 5. It ain't no 9 to 5s. 9 to 5s are a joke. You gotta add the 2 extra hours. You gotta work 10 hours just to make that money. But they don't even let you get that hour break or lunch, which is crazy. I don't get no overtime. They took my overtime away, so I can't pay this truck off how I want to. I can't pay anything off. And it seems like they're just going to keep taking more. So I just want to let y'all know down to never work hard, bruh. Like I said, keep working less harder, more smarter. Because I thought work hard is always the best. But I noticed you got to work smarter, not harder. For real, that's a real thing. Because, man, these jobs is a joke. I promise you, man. They tripping. The fact that they want you to work how you want, and then they just treat us this way, bruh. I'm telling y'all, work harder for you, though. That's what I always say. Work harder for you. Don't work hard for these jobs, because they're just going to keep effing us over. And I'm going to keep pursuing my dreams of getting on this YouTube, and it's possibly going to work out. But I just want to let y'all know, man, y'all got it in you too. Not just because I think I got some. I'm just talking just to, talk to a camera. I ain't never really done it, but it seems like a pretty cool thing. It's way better than therapy, trust me. I've been in therapy, so. But yeah, man, I just want to let y'all know about this, and I would love to hear y'all's story. How was y'all life? Like, man, because I've worked, this is probably my 4th or 5th job. And every single one of them was the worst. My first job had me as a busser/server. That's what I'm saying. These jobs don't care. They'll sign you up to 2 different tasks, 3, 4. They'll add on tasks that is not on the job resume and make you do it. They will literally do that. That's what I thought that was just normal until now. 20 something years later, now I notice. I'm like, whoa, okay, these jobs is really effing us over, bro. That's what's fucked.
Yeah.
This job is just not it, man.
Your
That's
time's never going to come
back. Any of you youngins, old heads,
that's why
don't work hard for these jobs. I promise you, do the bare minimum, because that's what everyone else is doing. I noticed too. Literally, at my job, I'm about to go work right now. I promise you.
No reason to get mad.
Everyone's doing the bare minimum. They're going to be complaining. They're going to be bitching. They're going to be talking to me, flirting on some stupid shit. And I'm just there to work. I'm here to work. I'll just be posting my videos there. That's why y'all get the videos. I be literally at work trying to post videos. You know, when I get time and when they're not harassing me. But I try my best, guys. And I hope y'all have an amazing time, guys and girls. And thanks for checking me out. Like and subscribe, though, for real. Because it helped me boost the algorithm and maybe I'll get monetized. It's been a week now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, brother. That's just life. Every time I used to complain about working, they just tell you, well, that's life. That's the way it is. You know? And that wasn't a good explanation worth a shit. You know? It's just not fair that I lose 30 years of my life to stupid shit that doesn't change anything. Oh, it's a good saddle. And I can't get those 30 years back. I can only choose what happens for the next 20 years. That's about all I have left, maybe. And do what I can to make sure that doesn't happen, you know? Still trying to get raptors. I can get carnos, but what I want are raptors. I don't even know where those carnos came from. There was only one there, and then there's 5. You know, 32. Not collecting any more saber tooth. 152. No, that's none of that's any good. Yeah, I used to be very depressed when I was a young man because I knew something was wrong. I knew instinctively that this is wrong. Whatever this is, it's wrong. But I kept getting misled and programmed by the system. Programmed, and when I rebelled, I was punished. So I would submit, and then you know what I mean? I would rebel, I was punished, and put back into position. It's like you're trying to crawl out of the cryo unit, and they put your ass back in there by force. All right, brother. I'll give you a subscription. Good luck. 1,000 subscribers. That's something. More than I got. Okay, this is I Am Rashad. The rate of homelessness in America is rising. Be careful how you treat people, folks crashing out. Oh, shit. This is half an hour.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rashad back with another video. Not even a 9 to 5 can save you from homelessness. Now, I used to be a time where most people who would end up homeless would be people who would be down on their luck, lost their job, mentally ill, on substances. You know what I'm saying? Sprung out, right? Crazy.
That's a 224, man.
But
Shit,
there's a growing rate of people living in their car, living in shelters, sleeping on couch to couch.
I'm real lucky I can get this guy.
There's a growing number of people that are living like that.
I need fish.
On the streets, eating out of garbage cans, sleeping in garbage cans. And not all these people are mentally ill. Not all these people don't have a job. Some of these people just got hit by the economy and they weren't ready for it. Right? Like the majority of the world wasn't ready for how this economy has hit us. You know, those of us who was living check to check. See, the problem with people who end up homeless, and the problem with a lot of Americans who are poor and broke, is we want to live a certain lifestyle that isn't realistic. You know, everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. People don't want to go sit their ass down somewhere and stack some bread. They got to go out. They got to go out every week. They got to party. I got to a point where I'm like, you know, because I've been broke and I've partied and this and that, or I've gone out while I was broke or enjoyed myself. And after a while, it's like, what am I partying for? What am I celebrating for? What am I getting drunk for? What are we out at the club for if my shit ain't together? If I only got $100 in my bank account, what am I doing spending money on shots and drinks and spending my last dime on having a good time? I got to a point where it's like, why am I living like this? You know? The problem with a lot of people, and this is how people end up homeless, is living beyond your means. Right? Living beyond your means and how you treat people. Right? Usually when somebody ends up to the point where they're homeless, either they got too much pride to humble themselves and go sleep on somebody's couch, somebody's floor, in somebody's basement. There's people out here doing it. Trust me, I know. There's people out here doing whatever they got to do to survive. 2-bedroom apartments, 10 motherfuckers living in there. Maybe more. But it's certain people that end up homeless who they got too much pride to do that. Right? They burnt too many bridges. Usually a homeless person, they burnt bridges. I would love to interview certain homeless people and just ask them, how did you get to this point? Where's your family?
That's a good level.
Right? That's what I always think when I see somebody homeless on the street. Where is their family, bro? You mean you don't have anybody in your family where you can go squat at their crib for a couple of months, 3 to 6 months, and get on your feet? Save you some money so you can go get your own shit? You have nobody? You ain't got nobody to lean on.
Yeah, some people are like that. Oh, my cats are fighting again.
Now, to be fair, the majority of homeless people, and this may sound insensitive, but it's true, majority of homeless people are homeless for a reason, right? Majority of homeless people deserve to be homeless. Whether that's due to the lifestyle that they're living, how they've treated people in their life. This is God's way of humbling them. Now, we can all hope and wish and dream and of a better world, of a better tomorrow, and be like, oh, homelessness shouldn't exist. It shouldn't. I'm one of those people. I don't believe homelessness should exist, man. With the amount of money this country has and with the amount of land that is on this country, there's no reason that we shouldn't have 15, 20-story story buildings for homeless people all throughout the cities, all throughout the suburbs. It should be transportation program. That's more jobs. Think about it. It's more jobs. It should be transportation systems. It should be programs being put in place for homeless people. You know, these people should actually be cared for, right? If you got a homeless person, they on the street and they sprung out, it should be government programs getting those people in therapy and rehab, right? And like I said, this will be more jobs for people. This will be more jobs for therapists. This will be more jobs for rehab centers. This will put a demand on these infrastructures. This will put a demand on these type of jobs, you know, with the amount of homeless people that need assistance. Majority of homeless people are people that just need assistance in some type of way, right? In some type of way. Now, I firmly believe not everybody can be helped. You know, some people, they don't want to help themselves. They don't want to better themselves. Some people, they've just given up on life. They've just given up on everything. And I feel like those people, man, all you can try to do is give them something to live for, give them incentives, right? Imagine if these homeless shelters had incentives, you know, to get into their programs. Oh, if you get into X, Y, and Z program, you get these benefits and those benefits. This would give people a reason, a purpose. A lot of these homeless people, they have no reason. They have no purpose of living. And you come across those homeless people and they're just kind of like, you got any change? You know what I'm saying? I feel for those people, but it's like, how did you get to this point, bro? Sitting in front of a gas station asking me for change. Where is your family? Right? What type of person are you that nobody wants to look out for you? That nobody wants to help you? Like I said, it's two type of homeless people.
I think
you got homeless person number one who, if they put their pride aside, if they put their ego aside, they could probably go squat at somebody's house for some months until they get themselves in order. But then you got homeless person number two that ain't got nobody to lean on. They tried. Hey man, I just lost my job. I'm finna lose the house, man. I need somewhere to stay. You know, I know y'all got a lot going on at y'all house, but you know, I was just wondering if I can just, you know, sleep in the basement for a couple of months. Man, I can't have your ass up in here not paying no bills. I'm barely struggling to feed the people in the house right now. You can't just be up in here living not paying no bills. Not in my house. I'm sorry. You can't stay over here. I wish you the best. You got homeless person number two that they tried to get help. And they family turned the other cheek. Right? They family turned the other cheek on them. You know? But then I think, what type of person are you where your family would just turn the other cheek on you? You had to have done some bad deeds leading up to that point, because it's rare. It's very rare that you just find a good-spirited, good person just on the streets. You know? Usually, good-spirited people that got God with them, it tells you in the Bible that, you know what I'm saying, God will provide your daily bread, shelter, you know? So you got to wonder what type of spirit is someone carrying where God isn't providing them their daily bread, where God isn't providing them shelter, where they just out on the street. What type of punishment are they dealing with? Random bug. Fucking spider or some shit that started crawling them. I don't know. That's just what I think, man. You know, I'm just talking about homelessness right now.
Yeah, this guy.
And though I feel like homelessness shouldn't exist, though I feel like hunger shouldn't exist. It's too much food. It's too much money in this country for people to be hungry. For people to be hungry and homeless. Jesus. Way too much money and way too much food, bro. But that doesn't change the reality that there are homeless people, and there are people starving, and there are people that die of starvation. There are homeless people that die because they couldn't get their medication.
Yep. That's true.
There are people in America not being cared for, but they're literally flying people in from other countries, giving them Section 8, giving them benefits, giving them jobs. When you got people right here in America that need help, that need assistance, and they're not getting it. You got hardworking people in America that because they work hard and they make a certain salary, they can't get benefits. But they struggling just like anybody else. They struggling to get groceries just like anybody else. But because they make a certain salary, they can't get benefits.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
But
the whole thing is stupid.
If you were to look at their bank account after they got paid by the end of the week, it resembles the bank account of someone who has no money, because all their money is going to groceries. All their money is going to, basic necessities, gas. The people that need some extra assistance can't get it. They just got to work harder. They just got to get a second job. But the people that are doing the bare minimum, making the bare minimum, not making no money, they get the most assistance. So you can take care of these people, but you can't take care of your regular hardworking American. They can't get no benefits. I feel like unless you're rich or unless you're like in the wealthy range, I'm gonna put it like this. Anybody making less than 100,000 a year should get government assistance. Right. Because 100,000 ain't 100,000 no more. Right. 100,000 is more like 60,000 now. Like real talk. And the more money you make, the more they take in taxes. So you're not even seeing that 100,000. You're really only getting like 70, 80,000 out of that 100,000. The majority of it goes to taxes.
That's if you can make.
I feel like every American should get some sort of assistance. The more you make, the less assistance you get. But you should get some sort of assistance. That's just me. Especially with groceries and all these things going up. But that brings us back to the problem. And the problem is these people don't care about us, bro. These people don't care about the Americans. They don't care about this country. They're slowly destroying this country. Mm-hmm. And it makes you wonder, it makes you wonder, it makes you think, is the agenda to destroy? Is the agenda to have more homelessness? Because what is a homeless person going to do? A homeless person is going to be the very person who they can come up to and turn into an agent. If you're woke or if you're aware of certain things like that, you know. If you don't know, do some research. But if these are the type of people that will become agents of chaos, that'll watch and stalk people. They pay people to watch and stalk people, bro. They pay people to make life hell for certain people. A lot of y'all not going to believe certain things like that. I get it. It sounds crazy. It sounds like a conspiracy. But there are literal jobs out there, government jobs, where people's job is to ride around in red cars. Woman in a red dress, they give them a red car. And their job is to watch certain people. Certain people are on government watch lists. But a lot of y'all not going to believe that. Me personally, I feel like me and certain people in my family, we on government watch lists. But that's just me. I feel like our phones is taps. I feel like we being watched. But that's just me. They're going to be like, who are you? Why would they watch you? Bro. They study niggas, bro. Why you think when you go in the hood, there's cameras everywhere, bro? But you go in the suburbs and there's not as many cameras because, bro, they're studying us like lab rats, bro. They are studying us like lab rats between these phones and all these cameras everywhere and all these hidden microphones where they listen to our conversations. They are studying us like lab rats. Why are they studying us? Because they're trying to destroy. They're trying to destroy us, and in particular, black people. They're trying to destroy us, our community. That's why our people are being flooded with this degeneracy. And anybody who speaks against it, oh, you are Uncle Tom, or you hate your own people, self-hatred, because I tell my people we need to live better. We need to come back to God. We need to dress modest. We need to unify. We need to get rid of this crabs in a barrel mentality where any nigga that's doing good, oh, he must have sold out. Bruh, this shit pissed me off, bro. I was, it was the weekend of my birthday, bro. I was out with my homie. He was filming a music video. And this black dude walks by and he's like, oh, everybody got their cameras out. This must be, this wicked. Like, we wicked for filming a music video, bro. Like, it's like black people that see other black people doing good, they just automatically assume we're wicked or we sold out. Maybe motherfuckers is just putting in more work than you. Maybe motherfuckers is just jealous to see niggas with $1,000 cameras, $1,000 phones. Maybe that's what it is. Cause what in your mind would say this is wicked just from seeing niggas trying to film a video, bro? Maybe we're just creative people trying to create something. But it's like that mentality with niggas, bro. They don't want to see any nigga doing good, and any nigga that's doing a semblance of good, they want to tear you down. That's my issue with black people. That's my issue with the hood, bro. That's why I don't enjoy being in the hood. They say I say these things about the black community because I hate myself. But then you go in the black community and there's an Arab running all. There's Arabs and Chinese and Indians running all the stores. But niggas don't got no problem with that. But your local black business, oh, you need to lower your prices. Oh, you need to this, you need to that. But you go pay the Indian. You go pay the Chinese. You go pay the white person in your own neighborhood. But go into a white neighborhood and try to start up a black business and see how much racism you deal with. See how many people try to get you shut down. But niggas, we don't move like that. We don't run these niggas out of our neighborhoods. Why? Because we have no culture. And people tell me, oh, what do you mean we have no culture? We're the salt of the world. We created culture. Nah, this ain't culture, man. This is destruction. This is degeneracy. Y'all think these rappers, y'all call these rappers culture? Y'all call hip hop culture? Y'all call love and hip hop culture? Y'all call what's that show? Power? Where it's just talking about drug dealing and all this nonsense. That's culture to you? No. You want to know what's culture, so-called black people? And you want to know why I speak so heavily against my people? The people that I speak the strongest and the most boldest about are the people that I care the most about, bro. If I didn't give a damn about you, I wouldn't get this passionate. I wouldn't get this animated talking about you. It's because I see greater in you, but a lot of black people don't see greatness in themselves. They feel like they ain't ish. They feel like they're nothing because they've lost their connection with their creator and they've become worldly. And this world is going to teach you that you're nothing but a slave. You're not ish. You're nothing but a worker. You're lucky if you have anything. You're lucky if you have a good job. You're lucky. Or you got to sell out to get it. That's the mindset of niggas. Niggas see anybody doing good as sellouts, as Uncle Toms. Right? No, maybe some people made it because they applied themselves. Right? Something that a lot of niggas in the hood don't do. Apply themselves to something. Commit. Be disciplined. Maybe they made it out the hood because they were disciplined. And you weren't. Maybe they made it out the hood because they weren't trifling. And you are. Go into the hood and tell me niggas aren't trifling, bro. Just go into the hood. If you live in Chicago, go to Inglewood. Go to South Shore. Go to the Hundreds. And tell me niggas aren't ignorant. Tell me niggas don't hate themselves. When you go there and you see trash all on the ground. Lawn ain't kept up. Environment not kept up. Right? That's my issue. My issue is niggas have been so decultured, man. But they swear they swear that they're cultured because they walking around like thugs and this, that, and the third. They pants half off their ass. They got guns and all this nonsense. So they feel like that makes them cultured. They feel like that makes them black. They feel like because they drink Hennessy, they black. All these things that quote unquote make you black. All these things that are all this degeneracy that's pushed towards the black community. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the only way we can get on TV is pushing degeneracy? How many black shows do you see where it's showing the whole family? What happened to all the family shows? What happened to the shows like the Cosby shows? What happened to shows like Family Matters? What happens to shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where you have a so-called black man in a wealthy community with a wealthy black family, with a black wife and a black husband and black children? What happened to those shows? Where they ain't talking about selling drugs, right? where they're entertaining you in a different way, where they were classy. What happened to the shows in the 80s, 70s, 90s, where motherfuckers was classy, man?
Oh, that's gone.
Now all we got is ratchetness. All we got is ratchetness left. Women walking around with BBLs, ratchet as hell, trifling as hell, nasty as hell. That's our culture now. That's what's on TV. I was literally watching TV while I was getting my hair done. And this is what motherfuckers is doing, bro. Like I usually don't watch these shows, but the person who was doing my hair was watching this shit, and I'm just watching it. Like the whole show is just nothing but drama and just ignorance, and the show is full of niggas. My thing is, when are we going to get back to being pro-life as people, like we was in the 70s and 80s and 90s? Pro-life, you know, having kids in abundance, you know. That's my thing. But this video is supposed to be about homelessness. I got sidetracked. Like I said, I get passionate when I talk about things I care about. I care about so-called black people, so I get passionate when I talk about that. But the point of this video was homelessness, man. And the reason why a lot of the world is getting into homelessness is for that very reason. The degeneracy, the lack of connection, and living outside of your means, you know. It's really the point I wanted to make. It's really the point I wanted to make, man. But that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. What I want to leave y'all with, for everybody who made it to the end of the book, you know, be careful how you treat people. Everybody's on edge. I know I'm on edge. I pray to God that he gives me the strength to control my anger. Because I tell y'all, when I get into that mode of crashing out, I lose all care for anything. I don't care about my freedom. I don't care if I live to see the next day or not. When I'm in crash out mode, I don't care. And that's why I'm so quiet. Motherfuckers be like, why are you so quiet? Motherfuckers may see me at the job. I'm usually quiet. I usually don't talk to too many people, if anybody, for the most part. I talk to a few people, you know. Certain people I just talk to keep things cordial, you know. But for the most part, I'm very quiet, very to myself, you know. Because I'm protecting my own peace, man. I'm staying out the way, staying out the mix. Because I know how people are. And I know how I am. And once a motherfucker push that wrong button, bro, once you catch me on the wrong day, I'm already on edge. I already got a lot of shit going on. I already got a lot of shit stressing me out. So I just be hoping and I just be praying, bro, that I don't crash out. I swear, that's the main thing I be hoping for these days, bro. Is to not crash out. Because then that's just going to make me out to be everything people try to say I am, for, you know, having different political views and, you know, just being a little different. Oh, he must be crazy. He must be this. He must be that. You know, when a motherfucker is quiet, you know, usually people that are quiet, we get a bad rap. You know, it must be something wrong with us. You know, we must be crazy or something on the low. But no, I'm just quiet because maybe I am a little crazy. Maybe I might crash out. So I stay to myself. I stay quiet. I come on here. I make these videos instead of crashing out. I use this as a way of therapy. Instead of paying a therapist, I come on here and I make videos. But you know, by the will of God, I've been able to reach people that relate, you know. But anyway, I've kind of been a little all over the place in this video. It was supposed to be about homelessness. You know, I done talked about crashing out. I done talked about working jobs. I done talked about the black community. But like I said, man, that's kind of what makes my videos, you know. I kind of touch on a myriad of topics all in one video and wrap it together. You know, it just takes, you know, I know a lot of y'all, you know, with the TikTok era, y'all don't have the patience to sit through a video, you know. I will have some shorter videos for y'all folks, you know, try to give a variety for my audience, you know. But this is what it is right now. I'm just kind of clearing my mind. Usually when I get to clearing my mind, you know, I touch on things that I feel are relevant to the topic. And I feel like those topics on so-called black people and crashing out has a lot of relevance to do with the homelessness, man, because it is that very culture that has gotten the world to this point. You know, the degeneracy, right? The degeneracy. Being a degenerate can lead you to homelessness, man. Look it up. Look up the rise in homelessness, man. It's studies out there for all y'all who need to see a quote unquote professional tell you. Just look up the rise of homelessness in America. And there's plenty of articles out there that'll tell you the homelessness is going up. More and more people are checking into homeless shelters. More and more people are homeless.
Yeah.
And that percentage doesn't show the people that aren't checking into homeless shelters. There's some people, they just in their car, they just in their van, or they just people on the street.
They'll live. I'd rather live in my fucking car than live in the fucking.
I just want to tell y'all, man,
it's scary
watch
over there.
How you're treating people.
Dangerous.
You don't know what somebody going through. Don't underestimate nobody. You don't know what people are going through. I'm at the point where I'm gonna diffuse the situation until it can't be diffused anymore. I'm that type of person. Even if I'm in the rights, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know, anything can happen. You know, you accidentally step on somebody's shoe. My bad, bro. I ain't mean to step on your shoe. I know them the fresh J's, this, that, and the third, bro. You know what I'm saying? My fault, bro. Damn, bro, why you step on my fucking shoes, bro? But I just got these. My bad, bro. I ain't even mean to do that, bro. Like, real talk, it was like, man, bro, like, you gonna give me some new ones, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, like, I ain't got no money to get you some new shoes. It was an accident. Run my fade, run my... Bro, you need to chill out. He gets to swinging. Like, all right, now I can't diffuse the conversation no more. Now I gotta fight this nigga to death, you know? But if there's a way to diffuse it, you know, you got situations like that where you just come across a crash dummy and it is what it is. You got to defend your life. Or you got situations like this. Step on somebody's shoe. Damn, bro, watch where you going, bro. You just stepped on my shoe, bro. Hey, my bad, dog. I was looking at my phone, bro. I didn't even see you right there, bro. Hey, you good, bro? Damn, just be careful next time, bro. My fault, bro. I got you, bro. All right, bro. Be smooth, man. Yeah, you too, man. You got people like that'll be cool about it.
Yeah.
And then you got people that are just ready to crash out, bro. So just be careful how you moving out here, bro.
Take you down with them, man.
Be careful how you talk to people.
Big time.
Be careful who you road rage with, bro. Y'all better be careful with this road rage shit. I done read some articles where people are up in the fire. They up in that fire over road rage. Real talk. Look it up. I think it happened in Atlanta or something like that. Niggas is really out here pop, 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 pop over road rage. Y'all better leave these people alone, bro. I'm telling y'all. You don't know who you talking to. You don't know what type of mental state somebody is in. Leave people alone. You've been warned. Because it's two ways things can end for you, man. You can either end up in the upper room or somewhere homeless, losing your damn mind. If you don't move right out here. As prices continue to go up and this, that, and the third, you're going to need a community, bro. I'm telling you. You're going to need a community because God forbid things are going good right now for you, but you on your own, you don't really got a community. You've pushed everybody away. You've burnt all your bridges. Okay, things are going good for you. You haven't felt the heat yet. But what happens when AI takes your job? Now you calling people, can't get a ring. Going straight to voicemail. Why? Because you done cut everybody off. Now your rent due. Still ain't found another job. Now you're 2 months behind. Now you're getting the eviction notice. Now the repo man coming for your car. All right. Life hits you fast, man. Life hits you fast. Now you're on the street. Be careful how you treat people, man. If you treated people a little better, you could have had someone to call like, hey, dog, can I come stay at your crib for a while, man? I'm losing everything, man. I just lost my job. You know, my position got taken by AI. You know, I've been struggling to find another one. I just need somewhere to stay so I can get back on my feet and figure out what I'm going to do next. If you were a good person, if you were treating people right, you would have someone to call. And they would gladly open up their house to you. But if you pushing everybody away, and if you treating people like ish, if you only doing things for self and not for others, if you only care about yourself and not others, don't be surprised when your ass needs some help and people only care about them and not you. Homelessness is rising, man. Y'all be safe.
An accountant deposited money at Frost Bank by mistake, so their Frost banker drove to other.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good advice not to go rock the boat. You know what I mean? You don't want to really do that. But the thing is, what happened to me, for example, was essentially possession. I slowly went crazy with all the sugar. I wasn't disciplining myself. I thought these emotions were mine, and it turns out they were implanted. I was reacting to implanted and fantastic scenarios that didn't really happen. And that's how crazy I went. And what he's saying is, you don't know the state of mind that these people are in, so you shouldn't go fuck with them. You shouldn't go look for trouble. Because it's not the same as the old days, and he's right. Remember, I was in a very high level position spiritually as far as the Christian religion is concerned. And I had protections and I had training and all that, and I still got fucked over. I still got fucked. So he's right. Be careful. You don't know. You don't know what their situation is. Most things out there are going to be a scam. The other ones are going to be brutes trying to make money because they don't want to work a job. You know, they don't give a shit anymore. When a generation says, I don't want to work anymore because there's nothing in it for me. Why work if I'll never progress? I'll just break even. That's what I did for most of my life, is I just broke even. I barely accomplished anything. And what little bit I was able to save, which was over $4,000, got pissed away with the courts as soon as that demonic possession took hold. So I'll tell you, they set you up to fail, they set you up to succeed, and they set you up to break even. So, yeah, why go there? Why bother? I'd rather just emphasize on losing weight and take care of my body because of my diabetes than waste my time running around trying to save a bunch of people who don't even want to save themselves half the time. They just don't. I had a bum in here. He was a friend of mine. And in the end, I realized the guy was just using me. And just like he said earlier, I don't want you in here if you're not helping me pay the rent, because I'm paying everything. I don't want anybody in here who is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is paying their part. You know, he always had no money. He got sick for 2 months, and I didn't pursue anything because I know he had it bad enough. He was a bum. I was trying to help him get his life back, but he doesn't want to help me get a life. See, he wants to receive my help. He wants me to help him, and he took my help, but he doesn't want to give back to me. He doesn't want to work hard and give back to me. He wants to make excuses. Oh, I couldn't find a job. Where do I get a job? You know, it's like, well, I know that their temporary agencies got me work. Every time I couldn't find anything, they got me work. Every time. I can't remember a temporary agency that, I think maybe a couple of them said they didn't have anything at the time. And then later on I went back and they found something. Or I went to somebody else and they found something. Because they were like, geez, there's like 10 temporary agencies or more in San Antonio, easy, back in the day. And that's how I survived. I didn't have a career. I didn't have anything. My bachelor's degree was a worthless piece of paper. They devalued it. They devalued me. They devalued my skills, the skills I did have. It's funny how I could get compliments from professionals in the field, but when I go to a business, they treat me like I'm a complete ignoramus. And it's not true. But anyway, it's too late for that. I'm just living my life, taking care of my cats, taking care of my diabetes, and he's got good advice. Just stay out of trouble, stay away from these people. Even the 13th son said, and this is years ago, he goes, you can't even have a conversation with some of these people. And he's a black guy. He's a Moor from Florida. And he couldn't even talk to people, his own people. Some of those people are fucking whack. They're gone. They're gone. They exited the stage a long time ago. So you can't change that shit. That's what I'm saying. You can't change that. So you focus on what you can change, and you can change things about yourself, things about your life, and decide who you're going to interact with. If you're going to go and interact with these people, you know, you better be making money. It better be business. It better be something that benefits you. Otherwise, don't waste your time. You know, I showed mercy and compassion because he showed a little compassion to me years ago. That bum I had here. And it turns out, the way I see it, he was just doing the poor and humble thing to see what he could get for free. He wasn't really going to contribute or work anything. He'd hold up in his room and just watch TV all day. He wasn't really doing anything to progress. He did accomplish some things. I know he went out and did some things, and he did have 2 jobs. But he lost both because of his illness. And instead of getting up and getting another job, all of a sudden he couldn't do it. It's like, why don't you call those companies back and tell them that you want to try again? You know? Just call them back and tell them that you're feeling better. See if they'll give you another chance. I just didn't understand why he gave up on that. It was a work-from-home job. You just sit on your ass there and do things on the computer. And he wouldn't do it. And he wanted, I got to go out and be, okay. See, people are stupid and funny. They're funny in the sense that when they do something stupid and you know it's something stupid, they are in fact funny. But the thing is, it's not funny when you have to pay all the fucking bills and the other guy's just sitting on his ass, and then I turn around and he's taking some of I told him, don't take any of my food. You got to get your own food. And he did. He got his own food. But then he started dipping into my stuff. And when I wasn't looking, he said, I just took a little bit. No, don't take any of it. I mean, the guy was rebellious, man. He wasn't paying shit. He wasn't paying any bills at all. He was basically a house guest. And he was completely fucking ignoring everything I fucking say. I mean, he just like nod and agree, and then he'd go off and fucking do it anyway. You know? He almost burnt this place down 4 times. 4 times he almost burnt the fucking house down because he forgot the goddamn stove. So that's why I had to ask him to leave. I said, I can't carry you. And I can't. I'm too poor to be carrying people. I'm too poor. I can't be the good Samaritan I want to be because I just don't have the resources to pay for somebody to help. So I had to let him go. There was a cat that came here. The first time the cat came here, I let him in here. He started a bunch of fights. I put him out. Then he came back later. He had this growth on his eye. And I got scared and I took the cat in. It turns out he needs a lot of surgery for that. And then he started attacking my cats again. So I had to put his ass out a second time with that thing on his eye. Haven't seen him since. He's not going to be back unless he's freezing or starving. Maybe. But the thing is, that my point is, just like that bum, just like that cat, you can't help everybody. You have to pick and choose who you give your time and energy to. On the job, you don't have much of a choice. But in the real world, you don't have to spend time with people if you really think they're shit. You don't have to bother with them. And that's what I like about life. There's one thing about life I like. I have a choice whether or not I spend my time with you. I don't have to make videos. This is basically for me to kind of reminisce when I get older. But that's it. You know, I'm not here to get your money. I'm not a paid person. Yeah. But you got a good point. There's people out there, especially in the ghetto, like he's talking about, downtown and shit. The drug dealers, you know, there's prostitutes, all kinds of shit down there. You don't want anything to do with no fucking diseases. There were people that were running around with needles, injecting people with AIDS. they were putting needles in the seats for the movie theater. They would put the needles in the seats, so when you sat down, the needle hit you in your ass, and it would inject you with HIV or some shit. That, and, you know, in the old days, they would put razor blades in the apples for the Halloween. Kids would get apples, and they would have razor blades in them. Because people are fucking cruel, man. Once the devil gets a hold of you, your worst conceptualizations come to reality. Your worst thoughts, your darkest, deepest, most evil thoughts, plus the evil, dark thoughts of that entity, whatever the fuck they're carrying, all that manifests in your mind, and you make emotional connections to it, and you're drawn to it, and you surrender to it. You submit to that. It's not about submitting to a temptation. It's about submitting to a certain thought process that God wouldn't want. Do you understand? It's like an anti-God thought process that's anti-Christ. So, best to stay away from people that you can't help. Best to stay away from people if you are pretty much in a situation where you're destitute yourself. I'm breaking even. I'm getting a little bit of overtime this week, and I'm hoping it's enough to help me get through the next month. I managed to pay the rent this month, but I still got the bills to pay. I'm behind on, almost behind on bills. I should just barely be able to do it. And if I can do it properly, I'll get it done, and we're good. You know? But I'm on a strict budget. I'm doing lots of things to stretch out food, stretch out gas, stretch out any resource, electricity, anything, anyhow I can. You see? I'm stretching it out. And eventually I have to get a second job or do something else on the side that actually pays. I can't do stock trading because I just don't have any money. I lost all my money. Unless I can get a loan to trade with, then that's different. Either way, kid's got a good point. Thank you, Mr. Rashad. Have a good night, guys. I got to go.